Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Bo. I have a little project I want to share with you. Maybe you have the same stuff and you might like the idea. Okay, so back in Black Friday sale, I saw this Ecoflow. This is Ecoflow Delta 2 2024 model, and it was super on sale. It was 64% off. So yeah, regular it was almost $1,000, right? This thing, and it was on sale for under $400. So I snagged it, even though I don't really need it. But hey, you never know. Okay, portable power bank, and this thing works so well. This is Delta 2 again. Okay, but anyways, normally when people buy this, sometimes they buy the portable solar panel or just a solar panel and plug into it and leave it outside to charge, right? Or they can charge with the car, plug into the cigarette lighter, or they charge at home. Well, I have solar panels already on the roof. Why don't I utilize that instead of buying portable solar panels, right? So I have 4 of the 120 watts. That's 480 watts up there, and the power bank in the car here, it's full. You don't really need it all the time, so the power goes to waste if you don't use it. So that's why I'm thinking about that. What I'm doing is I'm going to connect the solar panel, okay, and then split into 2 connections. One is going to charge the power bank for the camper van, and number 2 is going to charge to this one. Well, actually I can charge up to 2 of these because I have the split. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so I have 2 positive cables here. Okay, one of them is the one coming from the solar, okay, and then the next one is going to connect to the power bank for the camper van, okay? And then this one is the negative side, which connects straight to the shunt on the this side of the shunt, to the negative side of the battery. And you know, these are the MC4 connectors for the solar split, the two panel connectors. Okay, so negative side, and then I have the positive side. Then I have the 3-position battery switch right here. Okay, battery number 1, battery number 2, or both. So if I connect this one to charge to this one, I can go ahead and select battery number 1, and then if I don't need it, I can just leave it battery number 2, or whatever I want to maybe make this one battery number 2 and the camper van is number 1. Okay, or I can put it to both. That way both of them have connections and both of them are being charged. Okay, and also let's say I put it to number 2, which is for this. I have also 2 plugs. I can plug 2 machines, okay, 2 of these into here, positive and the negative side. Okay, how do I plug it? I order the cable, the XT60 cable, which is designed, it's also Ecoflow. Okay, it's like this, positive and negative. That fits into my negative here. Okay, and then the positive here, and on the other side plugs right into the Ecoflow. Okay, this is the XT60 cable. Okay, it's a 10 gauge. I can plug it in, and this is 10 feet long. I can either leave it outside or just put it on the camping table, or it doesn't matter where I put it, but this is going to work, and well, I hope that my theory is going to work, okay, according to my diagram. So I'm going to test it, okay, when when I have the sun. So after tonight I connect everything. I'm not going to try it on yet, and then we're gonna do a continue the video when we have the sun. So tonight I'm just gonna finish up the connection and leave it, so that I don't leave the cable open, because it's connected to the solar panels already. All right. Okay, so, and you know what's best? If I can have a little storage or area where I can put this, you know, back here, that would be perfect. Open the door and this thing is already there and, you know, plugged in. So something to think about. Okay, we'll see you when the daylight comes. Okay, you guys, we got a little bit of sun left. There's a lot of smoke around here, and the sun also almost set, but it's okay. At least we can get some kind of reading out of it. We know the connection is good, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so you can see last night I connected these already. I just need to tie it up to make sure it's, you know, kind of a little bit neat. And but anyways, it's there, 2 connections right here. So I am on battery number 1 right now. That means it's connected to the campervan battery. So since I'm using my phone, I don't have anything to measure to look at it, but I'll take a screenshot and show it to you if that's working. And now let's go ahead and try this on. Okay, check this out. This is the plug right here, and it should go onto right here. Alright, so we're gonna connect this one first. Let's see. That. Okay. And now we're gonna switch it to number 2. Alright. I hear the beep. There. Okay, so alright, you can see it's charging. Yes, it's working. Yeah, I see that the light going in circle. Let me show you. Okay, that means it's in charging status. Input 24 watts, but yes, it is working. Okay, so that is a 24 watts input right now, because the sun is not directly here. It's the sun's almost set. At least we get, you know, some kind of light and reading, because the sun is not it's almost setting right now, but at least we get some, you know, some kind of charge. So at least we know it is working this way. And What if I put it to 1 and 2? Okay, nothing changed. That means 1 and 2 are being charged at the same time. And since this thing has its own built-in charge control, you don't need to go through the charger on this one. Not whereas the same the campervan batteries, we need that cable to go to the charger before it goes to the battery, so it can manage and control the battery level and maintain the battery status. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching, you guys. This is Bo. I hope this helps you and gives you some idea, okay, by utilizing your existing solar panels to charge your additional power bank. All right, thank you. See you soon.